This is Sway.
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 In the morning.
In the morning.
In the morning.
Shake it.
Wake your fuck ass up. That crust out your eyes.
Yo, that was a scene from Tropic Thunder, man. And, you know, that was one of the, in my opinion, one of the, I don't even know what you call it. Was it a parody movie?
That was a satire.
A satire.
That's how you know your movies. That's satire.
That's a satire, right?
Yes.
Brandon T. Jackson is here with us.
What up?
Man.
I'm in New York.
You're here, baby. You made it, man. You're in NYC.
With the weather, this Armageddon weather, man. It was hot yesterday.
I know, right?
It's so cold. I saw the Greyhound riding inside the bus. I'm just. I saw a squirrel wearing a squirrel to stay warm.
And it's 73 tomorrow.
Oh my God.
Makes no sense.
See, man, Jesus coming back in 2 weeks.
Man, every time I cough, man, I'm laughing, man. You're gonna make me cough up a lung here, man. The Greyhound was riding inside the bus
with a hoodie on and a sweater.
Hey, man, you know you've had such a man. Your career is long and vast, man. What's your first gig you ever got?
I was 19. I've been doing stand up since I was 16. I did Apollo when I was 17. I started out in my father's church. I used to grab the mic when he go get offering. I grabbed the mic and started doing jokes. And I started out, it was funny. I started
at church?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I always wanted to be a comedian. Like I was always obsessed. I would watch Chris Rock. Chris Rock will always, tell, the truth, and he's had this kind of preachy style that was, and always loved, even Cat Williams. He kind of had that hard hitting style. So when I was younger, I used to always just, watch Chris Rock and then go and do some like Chris Rock jokes without the cuss words in front of the church.
So wasn't that sacrilegious? You were stealing Chris Rock jokes in church? What the hell did that get? Did you get away? Did you get struck down for that?
No, because I would edit I would edit the. I don't know if you remember Bring the Pain.
Bring the Pain.
I was obsessed with that. The thing you say, a lot of positive black people at the Billion Bear March. Farrakhan, Jesse, Marion Barron. It's like, how you smoke crack and get your job back? Like I was I was doing an impression of him. That was the first joke I told in church, and they would laugh because I could do a little impression of Chris Rock. But then what I would do, it was much, it was cuter because it was much better when I was a kid because I was like 16. Like, oh my God, he's on Chris Rock. And then I started talking about my life. My mom put me in homeschool. And she used to make my homeschool pictures like it was real school. I had to take homeschool pictures and stuff. Like I would talk about.
You would take homeschool pictures. What the hell were you in the kitchen? Like, what would you do this?
Yeah. It was like when I was like 17. So then I tried out for the Apollo. I sent a tape there, and then and I met my manager and stuff. And what's funny, before my manager I have now, it's so random that the people who was managing me, I just realized how random my career. Prodigy and Havoc.
Mobb Deep.
They was managing me. I don't know why Mobb Deep was managing me. I swear.
Get the hell out of here.
I swear. Ask Prodigy to this day. I don't know why they was managing me. I was like this little 16-year-old comedian. They was like, we got this our comedian right here.
Mobb Deep?
Mobb Deep was our I don't know why. I know that's random. Ask him if you want.
Were they extorting you? You just someone said was that
they carry this bag and do the jokes.
All right.
Where did you meet them? That they were managing you?
I was in a comedy club and they was like, yo, we need a comedian. I was like, yo, and at the time, I'm like 16, 17, I'm visiting New York. And I was on the road with this local Detroit comedian, and that's where I'm from. And he was just like, "Yo, I met them at a concert, and then they was like, yo, we need a comedian. This little kid funny." I was just following Mobb Deep around. I was like, I was in a drug cartel or something.
Yeah, literally.
Sneak this in your hats.
All right.
So why did it end?
That's funny.
No, I don't know. I just really, actually, I met my new manager, Mark Atkins, who kind of was in the comedy game, for 20 years, and he just steered me in the right directions with the improvs and the scripts and just get auditions for Comic View. The way I got my audition for my first movie was Comic View. People don't know I started out as a comedian.
Oh, on BET.
Yeah, BET. So I was just young, but I was a kid doing it. No one really, when you're a kid doing it. But now, I'm grown. I'm all grown up now.
Look at him, man. Hey, listen, you know when a comedian made it? You know how you could tell a comedian made it?
How?
Leather pants. Brandon T. Jackson has on the leather pants, performing at Caroline's. I want to open up the mics, 888-742-3345. You want to speak with him? And I want to ask you about growing up in Detroit. Sway in the morning.
You got me. I didn't know we was going out. Bitch, we playing this shit 10 years ago.
Brandon T. Jackson, man.
Wow.
That was before the Percy movies, right?
That was
Percy
that was me. That was like the old me. I got a whole new. That was me at 20. That was like 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago.
Yep. But you know what? I mean, it's good to show the progression, the journey.
Yeah.
You know, because
I don't tell that. That's when Twitter first came out, and that's when Twitter. How long Twitter been?
You really gonna ask that question?
I'm really gonna answer.
Okay,
Tracy?
I look it up.
Oh,
I want to say maybe
07?
5 years.
Oh,
That was about 4.
Man, it's
that's
been
when
longer
Twitter
than 5
first came
years.
out, and I was trying to get a good Twitter joke, and but that was in the. How'd you find? Oh, that's from YouTube.
Hey man, we got our ways, man. Come on, man. Brandon T. Jackson is here, but you know, you grew up in Detroit, right?
Yeah.
And Heather brought up an interesting point earlier when we were talking about you on air.
Yeah, because we found out that you were don't know if it's true, so correct me, one of 9 children?
Yeah, my dad was going in.
Your dad was going in, but more importantly, what was the food and the clothes distribution like with so many kids in the house?
You know what's crazy? It was not a hand-me-down situation. It was more of a, no. It was my dad was one of them. I don't know if you had Big Lots. You remember Big Lots?
Yeah, I know.
With Big Lots, he would get a bunch of with Christmas gifts. He would get a bunch of cheap stuff, and we would think it was because it was a lot of gifts. We would think that it was a lot.
Yeah.
So my dad would look at all these presents I got you, man. Them toys were so cheap. The bootleg GI Joes. Remember the head that come off?
Yeah.
Next you know, we just playing with the boxes and everything. That's what I mean. It was never. My dad always, and we came into money. My dad came in, and remember the '90s when everybody had money. It was like. It was just a rush of of businesses and Motown.
Bill Clinton.
Now, I mean, shoot, we wasn't scared when the government shut down. I'm from Detroit. We been shut down. You know what I'm saying?
Shut down.
We shut down right now. You know, my city looks like Gotham City if the Joker won. You know, so we trying to come back. We got
Damn,
Bane
yo.
and Joker in the club. That boy it's bad over there, and it's sad, but at the same time, we the Motor City. We just need a new transmission right now. But the good thing is that it still has the when I go home, it has the heart of the city.
Yeah.
But it's weird because what I would do is my parents want that around 97. I remember I was in middle school and they were like he had a big family meeting. It was like something off the Jeffersons. He was like, we moving, y'all. He said, got a new business. The church is not doing that well, but we got this business and it's gonna make us a lot of money. And I want everybody to stay humble and keep God first. Is what he always say.
Uh-huh.
And the next thing you know, man, we went to the suburbs. I remember, we moved. My school was so white, they had put my picture in every grade in the yearbook so the school can look diverse.
Oh, damn. Wow.
They talk about slavery. Everybody look at me as the slaves came to America. I'm like, this is different.
You went to an all-white school?
Well, no, I went to from 16 and up.
Yeah.
From 16, I moved from the hood to the suburbs.
Is that what inspired? Because didn't you do a song called "Love That Pussy" or something?
Oh yeah.
Is that what inspired? Was it white pussy? Or?
No.
Oh gosh,
No, I'm just curious. But play the song, man.
Oh, God.
Hold up, man. He did do this song.
I did do that song.
Tropic Thunder. Remember this?
I do remember that.
Yeah, right.
Ben Stiller wrote this.
Ben Stiller wrote this.
Ben
song?
Stiller helped me write this. Yeah.
And then they played it in the movie at the end of right.
Ben Stiller was like, it's so funny going over your lines with Ben Stiller with this song.
Wow. What was that like? Ben
He's
Stiller.
He's like, okay, listen, the song is I love the pussy, hell yeah. I love the pussy, hell yeah. I love the pussy dripping down. So but I need you to be like swag with it. And
Ben Stiller said that. Man, that's hilarious,
yo,
right?
tell me that's not funny because you know how Ben has yeah. So I just need you to just put the whole rapper swag on it and just but I love the pussy. You're like this pussy loving rapper, but but you turn out to be gay at the end. But I need you to really sell that you love the pussy and I was like, okay, Ben Stiller, I get it. Just
Wow, Ben Stiller.
Stop saying that. It feels weird seeing the dude from Dodgeball say I love the pussy.
I know, right?
That's the way he's saying it.
Ben Stiller, Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get a chance to have a conversation with Tom Cruise? What these experiences are?
Tom was cool, man. Tom, he was cool. I mean, Robert and Tom, I think, was the coolest. Ben was always busy.
When you say Robert, you mean?
My bad. See.
Is he stunned on? When you say Robert, go ahead, say who. Robert who?
Not stunned. No. Because I was honestly, I didn't even know where I was at this point in my life. This was one of those. I was 22 when I did this film, and I didn't even know what I was doing. To be honest, I didn't. I got the role, and I really honestly just was like, okay, I'm just gonna do this and try to kill it the best of my abilities. And you know, at one point in time, they was like, you know, they didn't even know if they wanted my character in the movie anymore. They didn't want. It was just like it was a tough time.
So
it was very humbling.
Robert Downey Jr., Tom Cruise, Ben Stiller.
Yeah,
they're hanging out with you. Do you stay in touch with folks like that, or you just kind of do the job?
I see them in passing, and they always, you know, we always have a conversation, you know. But it's weird, man, because like even, you know. It's funny because it's like you just, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like you just go back to your neighborhood. I don't know what happens. Like I still hang with, you know, you know, like some of my people from Lottery Ticket.
Okay, all right. Because that's your neighborhood, right?
And I hate to say it. I mean, I don't want to be that dude because I love everybody, but it seemed like I go right back to 7 Mile and Woodward. You know what I'm saying?
7 Mile. I told you he was from 7 Mile.
You did say
7 Mile.
7 Mile, because you were in the 8 Mile movie, right?
Yeah. Well, I was an extra. I remember I used to run from school and tell my teacher. It was like when I senior year, it was freshman year.
Yeah.
They was like Eminem shooting a movie. I was a big deal. They was having these casting calls, and I would run from the school to the set, and like I would like you know, I remember back in the day you would have to, you know, sign in and whatever at home when you were homeroom.
Yeah.
They see if you're there. So I would homeroom, boom, I'm here, boom, drive to Detroit. To the city, 15 minutes away, and just be like, "Yo, I'm here." You know, do extra work, and I'll just from there. I got kicked off the set for trying to give Eminem a comedy mixtape or whatever.
Oh wow, they kicked you off? How cool?
Yeah, because I was like, "Yo, because Eminem was walking out." I was like, "Yo, Eminem, I'm a comedian, man." Because I was on radio at the time. I was called the Kid Comedian. That was this is so Detroit. I used to wear this. I always wear these cut off sleeves. It was young. It was. I don't know what it was.
How did he look at you? Did he turn to look at you?
He didn't even look. It was the security like, yo, we ain't giving out mixtapes. That dude, ain't no mixtapes. You know what? I'm not doing this no more. It was like that shit.
Wow, played you out.
Yo, and then the casting lady was like, listen, come here. We need you to sign these papers, and okay, thank you. They never called me.
Never called you back. Wow. But damn it, you see how the world works. You fast forward 2014. You are on Eminem station right now.
We don't get no mixtapes. Thank you. It's a blessing, man. Honestly, it's a humbling experience. Everything I do, I always, you know, whatever you believe in, but I think whatever, you know, is controlling this, I don't take it for granted. You know what I mean? Like, because I had my cocky phase.
Did you?
That's how I got my baby.
Yep. Okay. Wow, really?
That's how my daughter. I was wild, and I thought I was a rapper. I had sunglasses on in Atlanta. I thought I was Drake 3.0. I was without the record deal though. Without the Young Money.
Without all that.
Without the money. I spent I never talk about this on air, but because
go ahead.
Okay, after Big Mamas, right?
Yeah.
This is funny to me. I don't know why this is what I should have did after Big Mamas.
Well, first of all, Brandon T. Jackson is here. I want you to know who this is. I love this dude. He's a funny guy.
And it's cracking him up.
Performing at Caroline's tonight at 7:30.
Because I was so ridiculous. I was 25 at the time, and I thought, okay, you give 25-year-olds some movies and some money. Yeah, you know, it's funny because all your peers are rappers.
Yeah. At
the time, you know, I was like, you know, I felt like I conquered the comedy game or whatever, and I was like, you know, stand up, I get to that, you know, because the plan was this. I was supposed to get my movie money. Then what we do, we buy out these comedy clubs and do a tour, you know, because to get my name out there in the comedy clubs. So I was going to invest in myself and get out there and just, you know, really, you know, get the movement going, like where I'm at now, like really touring.
Yeah.
So I told my man, I said, man, you know what, let's I had a meeting. I was like, yo, we need to sit down. This comedy thing, man, just like, you know, I was in Big Mama's, I'm rapping in this Big Mama's movie, and I just feel like, you know what I mean, I can like really pull this off. You know, he was like, yeah, but you know, people know you for comedy. I said, man, look, either you get with the plan, or so then I go to T-Pain. I paid T-Pain, like, I didn't want to tell him much. I'm gonna say I paid T-Pain.
How much you paid T-Pain?
You don't want to hear it.
No, I want to hear how much you paid.
I paid T-Pain a good portion of my movie check.
To do a song? To
do one song with me. To make me a solidified rapper. I would never in my fucking life do this shit again.
Wow.
I was like that kid that, you know what I'm saying, like, cause I was in Atlanta, like it was like the ratio to chicks. And if you know Atlanta, most of the dudes, you know, I you know, you put me in Atlanta, heterosexual male in Atlanta with the women, the ratio, I'm just like, and the money and the rapping and the hip hop, and I'm just like, this is the shit.
It sound like he
forget the comedy. Let's get the albums going and shit.
But how much did you pay T-Pain? How much was that?
Oh my God.
Was it more than 50?
Yeah.
It's more than 50K?
He said a good portion of his movie check.
More than 100K?
Yo, Steve Allen, like, get this motherfucker out of my studio, because I can't rap. I can perform.
Okay, yeah, but you can't
I'm
rap.
a great performer.
Dude, but have you gotten better at rapping?
No, I'm not a rapper.
You want to try it?
No, hell no.
We could coach you. That's how the beat. You know she's a
Hey,
legend.
I know. Hell no.
You want to do it?
No, man.
Yo, DeWanda, throw on the beat.
No,
I'm joking, man.
the
Wanda's
worst-
not here.
If y'all want to see what it is,
Okay.
I'm the worst rapper in the world, and I'm not a freestyler. I'm not. So I'm like, yo, y'all need to write these. I was like serious. Y'all need to write this shit, man. Got my album coming out. I was like serious, man. I was like for like, and it made me mad because it's like how people lose themselves in Hollywood. Like, it's like you can just lose yourself, and it's you gotta like. For me, I understood that. That's why I'm saying for me, like I literally got a baby out the situation. You know, people be talking about STDs, HPV. You better protect yourself against KID. You know what I mean? ain't no cream for that. You can't put no cream on the baby. The baby go away. You can't do that.
What was the name of the single that you did with
God,
T-Pain?
man. Well, I didn't know. See, it was it was like 3 singles that I did, but I did one for the movie. It's like, okay, this is gonna be for the soundtrack, which, whatever. It was a cute little song for the kids. And then I went back to like this, like what is it? It's called Clown Sex or some other shit.
Okay, Clown Sex.
It was horrible. It was
okay. Well, which one we got?
I'm gonna do it big.
I'm gonna do it big.
That was for that was for the soundtrack. See, that don't count. See, Fox paid for that. That
went to the T-Pain joint.
That went to the T-Pain Foundation for the kids.
Okay. For all his kids, right? Man, but Brandon T. Jackson hanging out, man. I want you to hang out with us for the Celebrity Wire, right? You know, you from comedy, and
man.
I love the Percy Jackson series.
Thank you, man.
And what is that character you play? What is it called?
A satyr.
A satyr, and that's half lamb,
half goat, half man. I mean, it's funny how many thugs come up to me like, "Hey man, them goat legs, man. Hey man, it's touched my heart. My daughter love them goat legs, man. Gotta get these goat legs, nigga."
You sure that's what they were looking at? They could have been looking at their goat ass. Too.
Oh,
no, man. It's interesting.
A tornado came around.
All right, we got Brandon T. Jackson performing at Caroline's tonight, 7:30. I mean, you know, if they looked at the leg, they got a.
He got a dunk.
Mike, good morning.
Oh, y'all stupid.
How you doing, man? What's your question? Mike, you there? Okay, no pressure. From Florida's on the line. Good morning. How you doing?
Hey, what's up? What's up, Sway, Heather B, and J45 crew? How y'all doing?
All right, what's happening? Say what's up to Brandon T. Jackson.
Hey, what's up, Brandon T?
What's up, man?
Hey, I saw the little movie you did with KD, man. I could never find out what the name of that movie was, man. Kevin Durant, when you played the sports agent.
That's called. Doug's got some kids, don't y'all? Y'all got kids.
Man.
I got kids too. So I be watching. It's called Thunderstruck, man. That was a movie I did. Kevin Durant approached me about. You know, he said he liked my work and he wanted me to do a movie with him because he was trying to do like that Space Jam type thing. And you know, Kevin is my dude. He's been playing good, and just. One of those things where he's like, yo, man, I need some, the comic relief in this. And I was like, yo, Kevin, I got you, man. And it was a great family movie. That was a good, I mean, if you got kids, for me, I'm always a dude, like, my next stuff coming out is real edgy. You know, I'm kind of, shedding that kind of image when it's a lot of edgy, more edgy, more adult stuff. Yeah. But I got to do stuff for young people, man, because a lot of people out here lost, a lot of people, doing this stuff. I like putting out positive energy for them, and especially if people got kids, though, because I have a daughter, so, that's just how I feel.
Kevin Durant, too. I like Kev, because,
he cool.
He's an amazing basketball player. We were talking about this the other day. Heather B called me. She was with her nephew who was at a basketball game, and all the kids had on KDs.
Yeah.
And she was like, Sway, what's going on? I said, Kevin Durant is... the Michael Jordan of this generation.
I think he is.
You know what I mean?
He is.
You agree with that?
I do. I think he's not getting the credit. I mean, he's playing hard right now, and I think he should get a little bit more credit than he deserves. But he gonna get it. Yeah. He gonna get it because he's a beast. And when he said, honestly, how do you turn down? It's two things. Like, how you turn down? People. Some people say like, why'd you do this or whatever? Like, that's your boy. Like Kevin Durant. I mean, he's a great player. He asked you to do something. I mean, not like that, but I'm like, yo, man, let's rock. Let's do it. He produced the film, too. So I don't know if y'all know that. Kevin Durant produced that movie. So, it was something I wanted to do for him and for my kids and stuff.
No, he's good off the court, too. I see him out a lot, and, the way he carries himself, man, he's a fine example of a athlete who's responsible. But like you, he had a moment, too, man. He had a moment.
Was he rapping?
He was rapping, too. Kev raps.
Did he pay T-Pain more?
I don't know how much he paid T-Pain, but he was rapping, too.
T-Pain, I need you to do the soundtrack for this movie. movie that Brandon T. Jackson is in.
All right.
That did the soundtrack for his movie. It all ties back.
It all ties back, man. It's a Celebrity Wire. 37 minutes into the hour. Brandon T. Jackson is joining us. Tracy G, what you got?
Well, Kanye West, we know that a lot of people pay attention to his personal life because he's about to go on this wedding spree with Kim K, of course. Supposedly this week is when the first marriage ceremony is going to happen. But if you care more about his professional life, this is what is being reported is going down with his next album. It's being said that it's going to be a 3-hour spoken word project. And after that, because originally he wanted to do a book, but now he's putting it into an album, and there also could be a second part that is a 24-hour long album available for download.
Kanye be wildin', yo.
Yeah.
Yo, so I'm trying to keep a straight face. I'm sorry. I love Kanye. I love Kanye. He be doing some shit. I'm sorry, man. He just be doing random shit, man. I'm sorry. That's just funny to me. 24 hours of that?
24 hours.
What does that even mean?
Niggas be a skeleton listening to that shit. Just stuck. Like, how long is this shit? How long is the album and shit? Can you imagine buying a 24-hour mixtape and news outside the street? Hey, nigga, it's 24 hours, dog. Ain't no mixtape like this, bro. You like hip-hop? You ever get tricked with that? You like hip-hop? Like, yeah, they put them headphones on you. Like, I need $5 for that. What the fuck, nigga? I want that damn 24-hour album, nigga. Shit, it's 24 hours. You there for 2 days on Times Square listening to the album. Hear it again.
You know, but you never know. A 24-hour, interpretation of Kanye West, man.
I love Kanye.
You got to think about what are you going to be doing that day anyway. So you might learn something from what he's saying.
Depending on what he's saying, repetition is the mother of learning. So you got to be careful when you're going to be putting that much into an album for 24 hours.
Did Tracy G's just drop a gem right there?
Well,
She had that one.
Okay,
She be
keep it
using
moving.
that
Keep
one.
it moving.
All right, so Gwyneth Paltrow and Chris Martin, we know that a lot of people were surprised as all hell when they reported they're going to be consciously uncoupling because they've been married for 11 years. And, a lot of people were pointing fingers at Gwyneth Paltrow saying that she was the reason why they split because there were lots of rumors that she was cheating, that they had an open relationship that went wrong. But now Chris Martin, he recently did an interview with BBC Radio, and it looks like he's putting all the blame on himself.
I wouldn't use the word breakdown. This is more of just a realization about trying to grow up, basically. And that, like I said, if you don't open yourself up, then you can't appreciate the wonder outside. So you can be with someone very wonderful and because of your own issues, I don't want to get too personal, sure. Because of your own issues, you cannot let that be celebrated in the right way.
That nigga from Cleveland. You can say anything with a London accent and it sound like you mean it.
Profound.
So I'm like, I walk down the street and I have a 24-hour album coming out. I apologize for the it's like the pauses and you know what I'm saying?
Those sound important.
You sound important when you talk with a British accent. I just had diarrhea last night. Just didn't know what to do. So I apologize for the film. This is something
It sound like it's deep.
It's like it's deep. Like, what are you talking about? I played Connect 4 last night in the streets of New York. Listened to a 24-hour album. It's that shit.
Right? What did he say? But what did he really say?
I have no idea.
Nothing.
But if he was from Cleveland, that shit would not fly. I got 17,000, right? I'm sorry.
He's dealing with personal issues. That's the translation.
You're such a romantic.
Hey, well, speaking about romance, Chrissy Teigen and John Legend, that's our favorite twosome right now. They just got married. And Chrissy, she's on the cover of Cosmopolitan. And one of the things she's talking about is the craziest place her and John had sex. But before we get into the lust, if you remember John Legend, he was up here and he was talking.
Talk to us, right?
Yes, he was talking so highly about her and exactly why he loves her.
She's beautiful, and you don't expect beautiful girls to be funny at the same time. And when I first met her, I didn't realize she was going to be that funny. I was just like, man, she's fine, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And then when you hang out with somebody that's that funny, it kind of spoils you because you're like, man, I didn't realize I needed my girl to be funny, but now that I got a girl that is funny, it's kind of dope.
Yeah.
Yo, she's hilarious, man. I was with her last week. I mean, you will laugh every 5 minutes.
He just made my relationship feel like shit. Yo, John Legend will make your love feel like you ain't doing shit with your life. The way he can sing on the piano. He's on this cloud nine. I'm like, this dude is amazing. I love John Legend, man.
Yeah.
Midwest boy. I mean, he got a bad one too. I got a bad one too, but I just like, yo.
You got a bad one too?
Oh, I got a bad one too. I can't do all that singing and shit.
Well, hold on. Is your bad one funny and a freak? Because Chrissy and Cosmo, she was talking about the craziest plays that they smashed. She said that we were on our way to Thailand to see my parents flying commercial first class. We were underneath a blanket. We weren't even one of those pod things. I feel like we should get a trophy for that.
Man, I'm just jealous. I'm sick of this. I'm sick of these celebrities. Relationships. I'm not at that level. It's music though. The music relationships be so high. They be on. You ever watch them on Instagram? They be in different countries and cities, and I'm like, man, I gotta get my I gotta leak something. I gotta do something. John Legend though. I love John. He's a Midwest boy. I really understand his swag.
Yo,
shout out to John Legend.
Shout out to John Legend, man. Did you see the video when they're swimming underwater and they,
Yeah, man.
Yeah. You ever swim underwater and have sex with your girl?
No, man. I'm not trying to get my perm wet. Forget that. This is a Detroit texturizer from S-Curl.
All right. You a nut, man. Brandon T. Jackson. Man, check him out. Follow. Deadbeat is on Hulu too, right?
Yes.
Deadbeat is like the stoner series of all time.
Yes, if you like that funny stoner quirky comedy. It is hilarious. It's called Deadbeat. It's on Hulu. Also, I'm gonna be. My man Tyler Beam. Shout out to him. Also tonight, I will be at Caroline's on Broadway. It's the Hulu Deadbeat Tour. It's my first tour. My first tour is sponsored by Hulu. I mean, it's a blessing. My first big comedy tour. Like just going out and you just hear. I got an hour. My first hour that I think it's killer, and it's getting to the point where it's gonna be taped pretty soon. So hopefully, people can enjoy it. It's been great reviews since we got a lot of good feedback from the audience. People love it, but I'm not gonna hype it. But the stuff you saw listen to was when I first started out.
Yeah,
doing it again from being a rapper. So I wouldn't count that as but
that's not the best representation.
Oh no,
of who
it's just it's good. Like Sway said, it shows your growth, shows who you are. So I really appreciate it, man. Y'all come see me tonight. 7:30, but it started at 7:30.
7:30. Yeah.
I hit the stage at 8. Okay. But 7:30, get in there.
All right, cool, man. Hey, Brandon T. Jackson.
Love y'all. These hoes ain't loyal.
Man, pleasure, man. Good to see you, man. Love you too.
It's Sway in the morning. Only on Shade 45.